Welcome to Dragon in the Room, Episode 6. This is Pilly. George Orwell once said, if thought corrupts language, language can also corrupt thought. The CCP uses this tragedy of corrupting language in order to corrupt Chinese people's thought. We collected some Chinese expressions popularized by the CCP to illustrate this today. They will be divided into 3 groups. The first group is mainly thoughts that parents say to children. Let's see some examples. When kids complain about school tasks, many parents say, keep a spirit that can endure hardships. No pain, no gain. A young idler will become an old beggar. Good medicine tastes bitter. When children have good test scores, many parents say, a good school score is worse than a good marriage. When children have different opinions than their own, many parents say, not listening to your elders puts you at a disadvantage. I've eaten more thought than steps you've taken. When children want to make their own decisions, many parents say, the child is a piece of meat that falls off the mother's body. Small trees can't grow straight without the branches being trimmed. When many parents think children care about their appearance too much, they say, a child who wants to look good is stinky. Our family is too poor to look good. When children want to be kind, many parents say, if people are poor, there must be something bad about them. Kind people will get bullied. When children get bullied, many parents say, flies are attracted to rotten eggs. Do you see the CCP's genes within these Chinese expressions? The CCP successfully popularized them to corrupt parents' thoughts, and then parents corrupt their children's thoughts. The CCP mentally enslaves Chinese people, and parents mentally enslave their children. It's astonishing how language can twist thoughts, logic, and love. The second group is mainly things that CCP teachers say to their students. The language is highly politicized, militarized, condescending, and rude. Let's see some examples. When students want to relax, many teachers say, no matter how tired you are, think about the 20,000-mile long march. The long march is actually a partially fabricated military retreat during the Chinese Civil War. Many teachers also say, you are creating an air of bourgeois respectability. When students are in politics class, many teachers say, you should love the CCP more than you love your parents. You are the successor of socialism. When students are in history class, many teachers say, without the Communist Party, there will be no new China. Without Chairman Mao, there will be no new China. Japanese people are our enemies. At school, while students play on the playground, the songs of the CCP play on loop over the school's broadcasting system. One of the best ways to brainwash using language is to give it a tune and repeat it over 1,000 times. That works, especially while on children. The third group contains expressions that the CCP popularizes through propaganda, and they are not aimed at a particular group of Chinese people. In the CCP's dictionary, many words are twisted and often militarized. For example, The CCP urges people to 消灭 annihilate the leftovers, calls kind people more than Lei Feng, who was a helpful soldier, describes exam rooms as battlefield, tells people 加油 translates as put oil into the tank, meaning do your best, encourages people to have a spirit of sacrifice and to put the country before themselves. And the CCP tells people to try to make the Chinese dream a reality, which takes people's focus off their own goals so they can put the party's goals first. Goals such as surpassing America in 2027. The CCP describes the Chinese dream as a vision it has for China's future. But of course, as you probably guessed, the Chinese dream is a knockoff of the American dream, but with a militarized and nationalistic twist. There are also many insults designed for Japanese people, including Little Japan, Little Ghost, Japanese Ghost, or just Ghost or Devils. When a Chinese superstar tried to sell some Japanese rice on a live show, she accidentally said it is a little Japanese rice, which is really condescending.
它这个米不是那种长长的米，它是那种圆米，就有点像那种日本珍珠米。来，我们给大家一个特写，你看，它就是那种小日本的那种。然后呢？
All of these expressions, popularized by the CCP, can be accurately described as Mao language. I'm sure our listeners can see just how popularized and militarized Mao language is. It's tragic that the CCP language has become infected with Mao language disease. It is a disease that infects Chinese people very thoughts for the purpose of benefiting the party. Apparently, when people become accustomed to using highly militarized language, it is easier for them to behave like soldiers and obey the leaders. In that sense, the CCP is using Maoist language to mold Chinese people into obedient little soldiers. This is Dragon in the Room. Dragon in the Room. It's time to think, ask, and tell. Thank you for watching. See you next time. This is GTalk.